Hello everyone, Teacher Gaming here. Welcome back to another video on Mystic Mayhem. Today I want to talk about level 60 and beyond, as that is the final push for characters upgrading their talents, highlights, artifacts, etc. and planning ahead for game modes that we might need because it is quite expensive. So you ready? Let's take a closer look. So everyone, I hit level 61. I actually hit level 60 yesterday, but I was working a little bit on the highlights to level 60, so already if you are mid 50s, start planning ahead. We'll show them in just a moment. But I want to give you the very crucial advice that your XP keeps counting. So if you're stuck and it says level 60 leveling up and you're thinking you don't want to spend your energy farming different stuff, the XP keeps ticking, and when you hit, then you just go above. So don't worry about that. Now, the thing that is quite difficult, and it took me all of yesterday planning. Of course, I can't show them because they are gone now. But let's go in here. You need to get 6 highlights to level 60. And this is problematic because you need to make sure that you are spreading out your resources. So the 6 that I went with is Scarlet Witch, Rewrite My Fate, because Scarlet Witch is amazing, but there is still some debates, thoughts I have on her. But she is, of course, Uber S tier. Then I did this one because it's okay for attack and increase, but for each allied summon, I'm doing this because we don't know if summons might be a team in the future. I wouldn't put it past them, but also the fact that it is a legendary made me want to do that even more. Then I went with Storm, and this highlight is absolutely amazing. This highlight makes Storm from, like, if someone was putting her A plus tier to SS tier. Like, she is insane. The wearer special damage increased by 20%. Her crit rates go up due to debuffed enemies, and this is also something I a little bit want to talk about now, and we're gonna cover it more in later part of the video. Scarlet Witch and Storm are both strikers along with Iron Man, but these two are special damage, and they each serve their own purpose. Scarlet Witch is more smaller AoE or single boss fight, where her ultimates and Chaos Blade simply wreck everything, where Storm is very good for dragon armor, etc., but where we saw that Scarlet Witch was better for killing the Eye of Nightfall. So these two really difficult, so that's why I went with both of them. And yes, I did buy this one. It is just so good because it's such a big increase. Then I went with Rise from the Ashes because this works with several characters. This works with Echo, it works with Psylocke, and it also technically works with Spider-Man. No, not with Spider-Man because he has a different one over here, I believe. But the wearer attack increased by 20% after using a skill or ultimate to move. The wearer deals plus 12% damage for more seconds. So I really like this one, Rising from the Ashes, and I think it's one that you should definitely make level 60, also because you can actually pull copies of it due to being an epic, and I already advanced mine to, or awakened 2 times. Then I would suggest Monster Within if you have it, because it is very good for all your tanks, just one tank of course. But the wearer HP is increased by 17.6% because I have awakened it once. And enemies adjacent deal 8.8% less damage to the wearer. So Juggernaut, Hulk, Armor, Cap America, this is really good if you are not a big spender and you have been able to pull this, then this is a really good one. As you can see, I actually have one down here, and I'm gonna take this off my sentry because I actually don't really need it. Instead I could make this level 2 and have even more protection. Then I also went with this one because a lot of the stuff that we are dealing with is single target DPS in different game modes, so I went with Hell Out. I was considering Great Minds, but it depends on what you have pulled the most. If you have either of these and you have extra copies, then I would go ahead and use one of those. Also, I just realized I have one over here. I'm definitely going to be awakening this, and I might move this over to someone else, especially Echo, because she moves a lot. So yeah, that is a lot. But these two are really good because you get the effects are doubled if there are no more than 2 enemies on the field, so single target. Here, awakening, crit rate increased. Again, these are epic, so we can get them it's not impossible to get them. So plan ahead, these cost a lot, and let's just show this one. You need materials like these. I reset some characters to get some of this back, but also you need a lot of gold to craft and everything. So the way you want to aim for this is you want to use your converter. Hopefully you haven't used too much of your dream dust. Now I used here to buy some coins so I could actually do it, and as you can see there's still basically 20 days for the Great and Shadow keys to come out, so I felt, you know what, I can do that. I felt at the moment this is a good way to spend your dreams dust at the moment because it allows you to level up, and that's also what we're gonna look at now, because I need to level up my characters. That's basically what I'm gonna be doing today. Because if we click go to ascend, I'm gonna need 10 of these. Let's go to treasure hunt and we can get them in here, but as you can see, it really comes down to where do I want to go? Where do I want to go and get them done? Like this one, I think I will go and use all my energy and my tokens today because I can get 2 striker heroes up and they are good for different game modes. Then here I basically only have Doctor Strange that I need, but he's also useful, and yeah, he will be worked on later. I will go striker first because striker can help in all the different game modes, and then at the end I will probably go with, yeah, here as you can see I've already free start this one. I might go with this one for the end because sometimes you don't need defenders, you can just slap in a fighter hero instead. So basically get ready for that. Think about your highlights, artifacts. Not really gonna talk about them today, but we can talk about them a little bit. But also what I really want to point out, talents. So let's count here. 4, 8, 13, 20, 29, 36. One character with these Norn stones. 36 to make a character fully ready to go. So, this is the idea. What do you want to do? If you've already reached it and you're doing your dragon armor, I would say Storm is definitely one to go with if you have Thor. So here, as you can see, for this, because of how it is, yes, I want to do better in dragon armor, but I cannot do free debuffs, so that's a big issue for me. So I'm probably not gonna start there. Let's go in here. I'm probably gonna start with my Doctor Strange or my Scarlet Witch. So here, for every 1% the target ally loses, I have Agamotto heals more. So this is a better heal. And this is his ultimate, so that's just great. Then we have here, we have a little bit here and there. We're gaining these buffs. So I'm thinking Doctor Strange first. And the reason for that is dragon armor. But I'm gonna test it out during today. Here, this one is really good if there's only one enemy within the range of Reality Warp Refund. So this is better for a single target, so she gets a big buff here. Then we have these. This helps a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, this is what we want to look at. This bonus ability here. Who benefits the most? So let's go in and have a look at more characters just quickly. Gain 1 mana after using. So this is really good if you have a good Iron Man. I would suggest you actually go in here first. Then we have Echo, Spider-Man, Emma Frost. I also know some has Juggernaut Taunt, and that's also a really big one. So here, when Mind Flayer heals an ally, it also reduces the damage they take by 20%. So, Mind Flayer here heals the ally, that's the skill, and that's something you really want to go with, because if you have the Soul 1, then you actually have... why is it not showing all of it? I don't know. But basically, your Mind Flayer, if you have been lucky enough to pull a dupe of Emma Frost, these two things combined is massive. So you heal everyone, and you also get a 20% damage reduction for 10 seconds. That's big. So I haven't pulled a copy of Emma Frost, but this is something where I would say Endgame, she might overtake Doctor Strange as overall healer and debuffer because she has this Queen of Diamonds. She also has this one. So overall, yeah, again here. So for special teams, I would definitely say Emma Frost if you have a dupe of her once you get to level 61. I think she overtakes for stacking that combo. She already did that, but she's really gonna pull ahead. So yeah, definitely one to work with. And let's see over here. Let's take Sentry because I know many people like him. I also like him. I just haven't built him. He gets this one after using ultimate or an enhanced skill. Take less damage. So he just massively tanks better. So now let's talk a little bit about other things that we want to make sure that we actually prep ahead for. Game of Khonshu is actually a really good one. I am so ready for the next week because I really want this Darkhold. Increase the wearer's special damage. So, as far as I can see, of course they want to put it on Scarlet Witch, but there's no point in here where it says it is limited to her. So imagine you can slap this on Storm as well. Now she uses a lot of skills, but you have multiple ways to heal her, so that's really good. If you're not going for that, you also need to make sure you have a lot of Dream Cores because they are gonna be needed. Now, I tried to pull for these quite a bit. I did get lucky with one, but I haven't got the rest. I would love to have some of them, but yeah. Here, skill damage. Like, I would love to have this one, the skill damage, because for me, I think that would be really fun. Here, we have the basic attack speed. So, really want to make sure that at some point you start pulling for this, either in the Game of Khonshu, or you go into the Dreamscape and you go into the Fable Finds. But Fable Find is level 64, so I would wait until level 64. You can get them here, but I would wait until level 64. And until you get that, I would say Game of Khonshu, if you want to pull for the legendary artifacts, which are massive, you should go in here and pull for those. So, that's basically what I think about setting up for the late game. Already now, farm the Norn Stones, farm the mats for leveling up, and I would say at most 6-7 characters, depending on what you want to do. So, 6 characters is more than enough for us at the moment, and that leads me into something I want to talk about next, the actual Dreamweaver. Because some people are asking, should we pull this on before Captain America is finished? Honestly, I would say I would wait until Cap is completed if you want to pull with your normal shadow keys, because there's still 5 days left basically. And Spider-Man, that's okay, there's gonna be a new banner afterwards, don't pull for Spider-Man. I am, however, curious because this is all follow-up damage. Is that gonna be something we're gonna need for the next one? Again, which is why I think that Rising from the Ashes with Move, that might be really good. Like, these 3 characters together have a lot of follow-up and assist. So, but I wouldn't pull for Spider-Man. I'm sure whatever mode they might want Spider-Man to be good for, there's a way around it. Because these characters might also be pivotal. But yeah, if you are to pull for anything, I would say pull for Cap if you can. Otherwise, wait for it. And this final one is something I have looked at, and this is more for light spenders, but also technically whales. So here it's 150 gems for one great key. Now we are doing a little bit gem generation each day. That's also something as you get higher, and especially once you reach level 70, if they don't add more levels after that, I wouldn't go above the 30 refresh because gems might be used for great keys in the future due to how limited they are. But I decided to take a little look at that. So let's say in here there is so that's 750 gems to get 5 great keys. Let's go over here. So this one here, 5 great keys. This is in Danish krona. So if we go down to the rechart, this is this is basically up here. If in case you wanted to do the 1-to-1, because the Dreamstones are 1-to-1 to make Dream Gems. So if you were to spend a little bit, in case you enjoyed the game, you don't need to. I might actually get this one for Emma Frost. So I have a dupe because I think that would make her really good. But I'm trying not to. But that's actually a good one. They have here to build your Emma Frost if you have her. But no need. I actually really enjoy this game. That besides the Great Keys and Shadow Keys being a little bit stringy, there's actually a lot of different things we can farm well within the game besides for the dupes. And artifacts and highlights are actually really important. But these here are actually great value if you were to spend just a little bit. Then these for the Great Keys are actually quite good. And also the uniform shop, I'm not gonna be buying Psylocke. Okay, she was. I am almost sure that's at 300 at one point. But yeah, I'm not buying that because she doesn't really do anything except for just having a skin. I like the skin, and I like they have given two of us for free. But yeah, I'm not gonna be buying for that because it doesn't do anything. Now, the final thing I want to end off for planning ahead is actually your heroes. I'm gonna do it right here. I can push a character to 4-star. So I want to think, what do I want to do? Do I want to have more AoE or do I want to have more single target killing? It's gonna be one of these two. But I think, due to how good Storm has been for me in Dragon Armor, and overall, as you can see, I'm still getting more. I think I want to push Storm to level 4 because I also have her highlight that's really good. So yeah, I will probably say Storm is a good option for everyone. Of course, Storm, Iron Man, Emma Frost, Juggernaut, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, those 6, Thor even, but I would actually say Emma Frost, Storm, and Iron Man based on all the different game modes. Those might be my top ones. I really want to push my Scarlet Witch, but her having single target and that AoE, depending on the game modes they are releasing, I'm not sure if she's gonna be the absolute best. She is massive in damage, but I just like Storm, so we're gonna do Storm here because this might help me and be able to clear the Nightfall or Nightmare in Dragon Armor before it runs out, and I want to get those gems. So we're gonna do this. So it's not a lot, but it is a little bit, and everything adds up. As you can see, I'm almost at being able to 5-star, and that is also something I really enjoy about this game. We are being rewarded okay with these materials from the different Nightfalls, that we can actually make characters 4 or 5 stars. Now, Soul Saga is the one where that's the problem due to us having pulled dupes, but the legendaries are only 1 for each of these, so you don't need as many dupes as the epics, thank God. But yeah, thinking about who you want to level up, for me, I'm thinking Storm. If I want to swap away from my Doctor Strange, I would swap over to Emma as a healer. So I would say Storm and Emma are probably your two best ones. I would go with a damage dealer first though. So Storm, Iron Man. But if you really like Emma Frost, you could do that as well. But your damage dealers at the moment for clearing content are the ones that I would go with. So Storm, Emma, and Iron Man. I like Doctor Strange. He's really awesome. One of, if not the best support. They have different varieties. But yeah, it's just really great. So I really enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments down below, how are you planning for beyond level 60, the end game, and also who do you want to 4-star and eventually 5-star first. Let me know, and I'll see you all next video.